Alrighty. Welcome to the stream. We are gonna do some shiny hunting today with our friend Mop.
Hello.
Alrighty. Mop, are you ready?
Just give me a second.
You've had many seconds.
I need one more second. No.
You squandered it.
I'm just trying to put the category onto Scarlet and Violet, but because I don't do the thing of automatically putting that accent over the E, Twitch is like, that game doesn't exist.
That's so weird. YouTube is just like, yeah, that's totally what you mean. Weird.
Yeah, Twitch is like, nah. Not allowed.
That's so weird to me.
Anyway, I believe I am ready to go whenever. Oh, right. Gotta share my screen.
Yep, go ahead and turn on your stream. Eventually we'll figure out how to do... You stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube, and we can share each other's stream in our stream.
I think I could share yours on mine. It's just takes up a good chunk of my screen.
Yeah. I might do that, and I might just get rid of my camera and just supplant my camera feed with your stream feed.
Mm-hmm.
I might do that. Yeah, because having another like source on my stream feed would just be too much screen space.
Okay, so I checked it out, and I can put your stream on my stream.
Hello, Mop Stream.
Oh crap! That's my. Oh, that's Steam. Oops, never mind. Okay, I am a professional.
You're good at this, Mop.
Also, Jess says I am watching you both.
Double boxed in it. Hurry up, hatch your egg so we can do this union circle.
Just mashing A for my non-shiny male combi again.
It could be a shiny male. Well,
it's not shiny.
It's not. It's a non-shiny male. Like most men, useless.
Alright, let me connect to the internet.
Just a swarm of bees.
A swarm of bees and one fire moth.
All of the bugs.
All the bugs. Okay, union circle. Oh, how do I share?
Huh.
Okay, I was gonna share you the link to it without... Okay, hang on, let me...
Without broadcasting it?
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I mean, to be fair, Mop, we don't have too many viewers. It's not like somebody's gonna stream
and just
snipe
try
us.
to put, like, the audio thing over where I think the code is going to show up. But I just realized I have to read it to you anyway. Okay. So...
Well, I can see it on your stream anyway.
Yeah, okay. I heard some people say, like, is it really a stream if it's not scuffed to some extent?
Right? Okay.
Hi, Kyle.
Alrighty, Lego.
Lego.
So, I did put together a half-ass plan to do some hunting. And I got 4 on my list. So I've got Charcadet, Azumarill, Blue Shellos specifically, and Fido. Mop, is there anyone that you want to start on?
I do love the idea of getting... Why am I here? Okay, anyway, sorry. It put me at the Poke Center right outside the Elite Four building.
Yeah, I know. It puts us at the same one.
Okay. Well, I absolutely love Charcadet and Azumarill myself, but I also know Charcadet could be annoying, so maybe we should start with that. I don't know.
Let's get the annoying one, like the awful one, out of the way first, because the only difference for Charcadet is that its eyes are blue, and it's going to be murder on our eyeballs.
Just us squinting really very closely at our screen.
Yeah. Go to the Pokemon Center right next to the windmills on the west coast.
Oh.
You zoom too far out.
I keep forgetting. I kind of wish they would get rid of the
overview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not Porto Marinda, but
go up right there.
oh yes, I also have it in I put it in my chat through Streamlabs where every now and then it should link to your stream, Nick, with an actual clickable link.
Ooh.
It is dependent on how many people are actually messaging me or using the chat, but it should show up.
Yeah.
So.
I need to eventually figure out like some sort of like chat automation, but I don't have enough viewers to necessitate that quite yet. Jeez, oh god. Where is Charcadet found? Yes. All right. Okay. Let's get away from the Pokemon Center so we can put down Picnic. And I believe the shiny sandwich for fire is red bell pepper. Don't quote me on that. I have to look it up real quick. Yep, red bell pepper. And we can do 2 sweet and 2 sour if we need to. So any herb will do. Oh, get back here. All right.
Get back in your Pokeball.
Give me the Picnic. Yes, I want to join.
Oh crap, I think I did it. What on earth is on my screen? I think I did it too early. Let me restart that. Okay, try again.
There we go. Alright, so you do 1 pickle, 1 red pepper, and 1 herb.
Ah, damn it. Okay, 1 pickle, 1 red pepper, and an herb. Does spicy work?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a sweet. Ooh, do a heroic one. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was gonna say, we're doing Charcadet. Might as well do a heroic one.
I was thinking about that, but then I was also like, oh, but maybe I should get the sparkler thing for shiny.
That works too. With the bell peppers, be kind of careful. They're made out of Teflon.
I swear this is the scariest part of playing Pokemon. It's just making sandwiches.
Thank God they give us 10 minutes.
It's like, okay, the peppers will be there on their that side of the sandwich, so we don't mess with it.
Is it supposed to do something?
Okay, I just saw it slide to the side, and I'm like, oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yay!
there we go. Oh, that is kind of pretty. I didn't know that was a thing.
I hit the button after a little. I just wanted to see the sparkles. I'm an adult.
There we go. I wanted to keep our notes up. Oh god, I didn't press A.
Oh, it's still going! Oh, I love that!
I'm gonna be a little behind on the sandwich. I didn't press A because I was busy fiddling with Discord.
Oh shit, your Gallade is bigger than my Iron Valiant. A lot bigger than my Iron Valiant.
Him big. Okay.
Either him big or my tiny.
Okay. Pack it up.
Oh, right.
Why are there Charcadets over there?
We
Oh,
just had a
because
sandwich?
I'm not technically part of the picnic anymore. I was like, why are we seeing Pokemon with a picnic out?
Oh, how in the hell are we supposed to do this?
Look at their eyes.
They're very tiny eyes that I can't really see from a distance. Holy crap.
The blue should be pretty noticeable on their eyeballs. Should be.
So it's just this general area?
Yep. I mean, it's basically the entire 2/3 of southern Paldea. But it's not just the flames on their eyes that turn blue, it's also their pupils. So you don't have to worry about, like, red pupils, blue flame.
Okay.
It'll all be blue. It's kind of funny, too. What I'm gunning for is actually a Ceruledge, and we're hunting in Scarlet. So. Oh well.
I mean, it is... You could have been on your Violet account.
We could, but then I'd have to put both Scarlet and Violet in the thumbnail, and I didn't want to do that.
Fair enough. I can't get over how cute Charcadet is. It looks like they have a little cape.
Little helmet, little cape.
They actually remind me a lot of Pawniards, but instead of Knife Baby, it's Fire Baby.
Spicy baby.
Sweet spicy baby. Oh gosh, this is...
You can tell I rush through Scarlet because of just how many items there are all over the place. That I just didn't bother picking up.
Although if I'm hosting, isn't it on my world?
Yeah. We're both in Scarlet.
Okay.
I'm still gonna see the ground items that I didn't pick up.
Ah, okay.
Gotta get rid of this Terra Jolteon.
Look how I picked up a Fire Fang TM right next to a Charcadet.
Who can't learn Fire Fang at all?
At least it's a fire move.
What's he gonna fang with though? He got no teeth.
Well, when he gets the swords, he can use that. I don't know.
I'm gonna argue that swords aren't teeth.
Yeah, that's fair. Unless you're looking at that one legendary whose name escapes me.
Chen Pao, yeah. Then of course swords are teeth then.
I feel like Qian Pao and the legendaries from Sword and Shield are just Nintendo trying desperately to make swords work for Pokemon.
Yeah, we've had quite a few sword-themed Pokemon now.
Aegislash, I feel like, is still their best design.
Yeah. Aegislash can stay. Zacian, nah. Go home. Go back to Galar. You're drunk. I'm really not looking forward to when Home comes out and they're just like, screw it, everybody can come do VGC now, and like even
Incineroar that you hate so
Incineroar,
much.
yes, is coming back in the DLC, and I'm just like, why? Why do we need this? I've been traumatized for the last, what, 2-3 generations? Can we just not for one?
It's because he's popular and he's in Smash. They gotta keep bringing him back. I actually don't know why they added him to Smash. I feel like there were so many better Pokemon for it.
Because he's big and sexy, and Nintendo knows it. They know what they did.
They know their audience too well. I kind of wonder if I should just do this thing where I try to knock the Pokemon out until my Pokemon's like, wait, hang on.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to. That's a good way of, like, not stressing out your eyes.
I was gonna say. Oh. Okay, never mind.
I'm kind of thinking that this one is probably going to be the most difficult hunt just because its eyeballs are so hard to see.
We need to look for the special eyes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, when we go hunting for Meryl and all that, it's going to be either green or yellow. Like, if you missed it, it would be concerning.
I wonder how colorblind shiny hunters view stuff.
Well, I know, like, most colorblind people are just, like, usually, like, red-green colorblind or, like, blue-yellow colorblind or something like that. So they can still see the difference in color. They might not know, like, you know, what exactly the, you know, actual color is that everybody else is looking at. Yeah, my eyeballs are probably going to be hurting. But, like, people who are, like, totally achromatic, like, they only see light and dark, and black and white, basically, yeah, I'm not sure how they would... I'm sure some of them, like, even, like, Azumarill being bright yellow, I'm sure that looks completely different in, completely desaturated colors.
Oh, it just says that they will soon have a Chuck and they're going to craft while they watch.
Okay. Chuck mentioned wanting to go over there and do stuff.
At first when Jess said craft, I thought she meant Minecraft. And I was like, I didn't know you were getting back into Minecraft.
Nah, bitch, witchcraft. Someone brings out the goat.
You're saying you wish for the witchcraft or the Minecraft? Because Jess is just, I wish, and it's like, which one, Jess?
We could go get a goat. It's not too late.
Okay, well, we could also do the Minecraft thing. It's not like Minecraft is impossible to play.
I wouldn't mind taking a video game vacation in Minecraft for a little while.
My only problem is I feel like I always take so long to get into the mood or like to figure out what I want to do in Minecraft, and then by the time I'm actually making progress, everyone else is like, okay, I'm done, I'm Minecraft out.
To be fair, we it's like every 6 months, one of us will get the itch to Minecraft, and then we'll all join in, and then we're just like, man, this is the best thing ever. Why did we fucking quit this game? And then after like 2-3 weeks, we're all just like, if I have to look at another pixelated block, I will fucking scream. And then we just rinse and repeat 6 months later. Where are the Charcadet? I wish we could also zoom out a bit further.
I would love that. Like, just a little bit further would be nice. Yeah, I know you're not shiny, but why isn't Iron Valiant fighting you? Yeah, you're not shiny. I just kind of walked next to it and was like, nah.
Minutes left. I gotta remember not to like shove my face against my monitor.
Like, oh yeah, people are watching me do that.
Yeah, people are watching my giant forehead pressed against my camera.
Oh yeah, I don't think I told you yet, Nick. Yesterday I went wig shopping.
Ooh.
I went to... I think it's literally just called the Wig Boutique. Anyway, the people there are just so unbelievably lovely. And I kind of ran into the problem of there's too many good options. And one of the women was like, yeah, you're probably gonna be like me where you just want to own every wig from the store.
Buy them all, Mom. Buy them all.
These were like high quality synthetic hair wigs though, so they were like $370.
Yeah, but that's in Canadian. That's like what, $10?
Can you give me 10 American dollars then? Yeah, I picked a long-haired wig because I'm going to get my hair cut short next week. So I thought it would be a good contrast. And it's like this really, I have to say it was very weird seeing all the different kinds of hairstyles just on my head.
Yeah, it's so,
and I was even like, I have to
you can change
get
so quickly, your brain is just like, ah, what do?
Yeah. And I was even like, the wigs are so pretty, but my face is so ugly. But the more wigs I tried on, the more I actually really started to like how I looked, and I was like, oh, is this what it's like to have self-confidence?
And this killed the mop.
It killed me with happiness. So I got a long-haired wig, and getting the color, it's like a reddish purple.
Ooh.
I'll try to remember to send you some of the pics I took, but I was like, this is it. I'm going to be a wig person. This is who I am.
I was actually just having this conversation, well, not this conversation, but a similar conversation. And, like, I personally super do not care that the hair on my head is thinning and balding. Like, that doesn't bother me at all. What really bothers me is when, like, a couple of years, like 5-6 years ago, when I started losing my beard hair, and I've got these 2 big bald patches on my face now. Mm-hmm. That really kind of screwed me up. Like, it was not super easy to just get over.
Mm.
And part of me kind of wishes that they made like facial wigs, but But every time I see like a guy with about my age or younger with a big, full, beautiful beard, I'm just like, I used to have that.
No.
Then I squandered it.
Now it's gone.
Now it's gone.
Yeah, me and my mom, we both have medical conditions that just caused our hair to thin over the years. So it's like, it's not quite balding, but it's like my hair is very thin, like to the point where if I don't style it with like a bunch of volumizer or anything like that, it's just the flattest hair to ever be seen. And it sucks because I want really like cool looking hair like what I see on all the drag queens wearing or whatever, like. So it was just weird because it was like, oh, these are the actual hairstyles I see online and whatnot. And it's on my head?
And then Mop wanted to be a drag queen.
I actually said, like, I've even talked to my mom when we were watching Drag Race, just like, if I ever decided to get like a drag queen, like, persona or anything like that, I would probably go all out. And I would probably find it fun.
Do it, man. You won't.
Oh, damn it, not again.
Now you gotta.
At least then I could actually use, like, Mop as a name.
You could just lean real heavy into the nautical theme.
Oh, who was it?
I mean, you already have a peg leg, so it'll work.
Which drag queen was it on Drag Race that, like, for whatever reason she decided, yes, sponges are going to be my main motif.
Oh, Monet Exchange.
Yeah. And I was like, I relate to that as someone who literally has the name Mop. Like, I'd fucking do that, but with mops.
Yeah, she did. It was one of the challenges on Drag Race she did, and she made a dress out of sponges. And then she, after that season was over, she released a music video, and in the music video, it was all sponges. Just the whole thing was sponges.
I'm like, that's who I want to be. That's who I aspire to grow up to be.
At least I'm pretty sure it was Monet Exchange.
I'm like, that sounds very accurate to me. Because if it wasn't, it was either Monet or another, another black drag queen, but I don't remember her name, but yeah.
I'm 99% sure it was Monet. AJ would know, but she doesn't watch my stream because she hates me.
AJ, the drag guru.
The drag mystic.
Okay, there are times where I'll send out my Iron Valiant and he'll just kind of walk past the Char Cadet and I think, is it trying to tell me it's shiny? But then it just, after a while, it turned around and then finally, like, knocked it out. It's like, oh.
Yeah, if they walk past it, then they weren't targeting it when they came out of the Pokeball.
There's literally no other Pokemon there. What are you targeting?
They have no idea what you want. And there are sometimes you send them out to do the auto battles and they walk right past it like by just a hair. And it's like, are you blind?
The worst is when they do that, but then the Pokemon you're trying to target becomes aggro on you, and they run past your Pokemon straight at you. It's just like, well, this sucks.
God, that was very much a thing in Legends Arceus, where you would just mind your own goddamn business out in the world, and then you would just, some alpha would just come out of nowhere and just, hey, we're getting into a battle right now.
No, I don't care if it's convenient for you or not. We're fucking fighting right here now.
Or like, my least favorite was shiny hunting Riolu in Arceus. Because Riolu is docile until you make any kind of hostile action against it or its friends.
Like throw a rock at it or whatever.
Well, like throw a ball or anything remotely hostile. And so you go to catch like one or two of them, because if you do it really quickly, it takes like a hot second for their aggro meter to build, basically. So you can throw a couple of balls out and probably get like two of them in balls. But by then, like the third or fourth one is absolutely going to aggro onto you. And they do Aura Sphere, which is like a heat-seeking missile.
Oh, no.
So you have to like dodge roll into it and like roll underneath the Aura Sphere, because if you roll backwards, like the game teaches you and reinforces to you to roll backwards, it's still gonna hit you.
Right, and I forgot in that game you can actually get like knocked out yourself, not your Pokemon, like you yourself.
And you lose a crap ton of items when you do that.
I can't believe I got mugged by Pokemon.
Can't believe I got mugged by a baby. To be fair, that baby had magical powers.
It's a strong ass baby. Well, on the bright side, doing it this way, I'm getting a lot of the like targeted suit, which I could sell, so.
It reminds me, I need to go, because this Charcadet is eventually going to go over to Violet and become a Swirledge. I need to go farm, I think it's Sinisty chips to get the Malevolent armor. Speaking of Sinisty, the rarest shiny that I have is a shiny authentic Sinisty in Violet.
Right, I remember you telling me that. Wasn't it like the very first shiny of that you ran into and it was authentic?
It was the very first shiny Sinisty I ran into, and I didn't even see it. I was actually shiny hunting Klefki, and Klefki is kind of like a brassy gold-ish color when it's shiny. And I saw something like not quite move like the grass does in this game, so I thought maybe it was a Klefki, and I just zoomed my camera over and I was just like, oh, it's a pink teacup. And when you're out and about in the world, it's kind of easy to get your camera underneath the Sinisty to check to see if the authentic mark is on it.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, it was authentic, and I was just like, fuck.
Why couldn't I get that lucky with Combi?
Like, you have a much better chance of getting a shiny female Combi than I did getting a shiny authentic Sinisty.
Damn.
And what makes it even worse is, I was just reading this last night, there is a glitch called a +1 error, that when a Pokemon has multiple forms, the encounter power on the sandwiches doesn't work.
Oh.
So it goes to whatever its default form is. And the default form for Sinisty is the phony form. But I was also reading too that works the same with Tatsugiri, but the only thing that I've noticed with Tatsugiri is even though you have Sparkling and Encounter, it seems like the Sparkling doesn't work, just the Encounter, because I've noticed zero difference in the amount of shinies that I run into if I have Sparkling Power or just Encounter Power. And it's usually like one in every like 5 to 6 sandwiches that I find a shiny Tatsugiri. Meanwhile, one of the YouTube streamers that I watch fairly often He got all 3 Tatsugiri forms in one sandwich in like the first 15 minutes of the sandwich.
That lucky bastard.
And I'm just like, what eldritch god did you give a little BJ to? Because I want to know. Give names, bitch.
I still remember when you were telling me that there was one guy who's trying to get a shiny Dunsparce with the 3 segments.
Yeah.
Did he ever do it?
Not that I remember, but he hasn't done it in a while, so possibly. There was also a Twitch streamer, a TikTok streamer, and she was doing the same thing. And I every so often come across her TikTok stream and watch it for like a good 5 minutes. I see a lot of people stream Pokemon on TikTok, and I don't understand like why people would want to stream on TikTok, because to me TikTok it's Vine 2.0. It's just short form entertainment. Like if it's longer than the 3-minute maximum, I'm done. I'm spacing out. My ADHD can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want to watch an entire stream?
Yeah, I don't entirely know. I know you can make money from it, just like any other streaming platform, but you're right, it's weird.
Yeah, just given like the premise of TikTok. Oh, look, a female combi.
How far did you go?
Well, I'm just down on a cliff.
Oh, you're all the way over there, okay. I've just been kind of circling the same area.
I like how aggressive Charcadet is. It's like, you literally weigh like 3 ounces. Chill.
There's something that I just remembered. One of the fire team star leader, like I remember part of her story was like, oh yeah, like we need a bunch of Charcadets to power this Rev room. And but I just realized, like, how do you use the Charcadets?
Do they drop an item that you can use?
I don't know, but like she talks about how she had to spend a long time training up all the Charcadets. And now I'm like, do you just have them all running like a hamster wheel or something? Or just all together like it's a big fire? Or like, how does that power up another Pokemon?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, and it just took one out. It only dropped soot. So yeah, that's weird. Like, I thought maybe it dropped like an actual item and it would be like canonically like, yeah, it drops this thing, which are warm, obviously. Kind of like how Darumaka poops, and its poops are warm.
Oh my gosh.
And I do enjoy the Pokedex entry that people used to put the poops in their pockets to keep warm.
I mean, hey, if it works. I wouldn't do it myself, at least not now, but I can also understand the sentiment back then. Just like, got nothing else to warm you up? Have some poop.
Poop. Puppy poop. Although, I do remember reading somewhere, I didn't read the actual, like, original source. It was just like, hey, they said this one time, where apparently Junichi Masuda... Did you find one?
I did!
You super did. Where are you? Oh, you're by the Pokemon Center. Can I see you on the map? Oh, I sure can. I'm gonna come to you.
I don't know what Pokeball to put it in.
What do you... Well, I mean, I would say, what do you want to it to turn into, but the shinies for both Armarouge and
Are
Garbage.
they're not really different.
Yeah. Armarouge's eyes turn blue and Cerulege's eyes turn red. That's it.
I think I'll make it. I think I want to evolve this one into an Armarouge because I really like Armarouge. It grew on me.
Okay.
Cerulege I also really like, but of course, like when I was playing through the game, I couldn't get that.
Yeah. I actually, when I first played through Violet, I did have a Cerulege on my team for a hot minute. Oh, you already took that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I just realized, should I have waited until...
No, you're fine.
I was like, oh no, am I being an asshole? No, Mark.
Okay, I've got 8 seconds left on my sandwich.
Oh, my sandwich is done too, but there's still so many chart cadets around me.
I'm just going to check these last few spawns, and then I'm going to take a really short break. Chuck's about to head out to go hang out with Jess. Okay. I'm going to go up to the Pokemon Center so I know that I'm safe from Pokemon.
Oh, one of the things I love about this game is when something is just starting to, like, exit out of the render distance and the animation just goes to 2 frames per second, so it's just
Like the windmills out here.
Like, I saw you running away on your Koraidon, and it just was like
Alright. I'm gonna be right back, Mom.
Okay.
Alrighty, we're back, and I just saw Mop move, so I know they're still here.
Hi.
Alright. I can't believe Jess is stealing my husband. She has a perfectly good one at home. But no, she needs mine too. Alright, so we found un Charcadet. You got that right at the end of your sandwich too. That was really lucky.
Yeah.
I want to see the baby.
The baby.
Actually, no, we'd have to get into another... Oh, there's the baby. Yeah, that blue is super noticeable. I wish it were more than just the eyeballs, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I realize its coloring matches Koraidon very, very well.
Blue baby. Alright, do you want to... Let's go... Do you want to do Azumarill, Shellos, or Fido?
Well, I feel like I got to pick last time, so you pick.
Okay. I think Shellos is going to be kind of hard because I think we're limited to only the east or west coast for Shellos. Otherwise, we're going to get the pink ones, which I don't want the pink one. Just because my channel mascot is the blue one. Let me look it up and see if the Pokedex actually like breaks it down into east and west.
I think I only have the blue one on my Pokedex.
I think I only have the blue one too. Did I go past it? I have to have gone past it. It's not really a late game Pokemon, so it should be pretty early in the dex. Huh. I guess it is kind of far into the dex. At least with like Marill and Azumarill, we'll have our choice between like every single river in Paldea and Castleroya. And we don't actually have to go out on the lake, we can just stay on the banks and just farm it there.
Okay, Shellos, it just says it's on the bottom right of the map.
It doesn't break it down to east or west?
No, at least not mine anyway.
Yeah, I don't have... I don't have a form difference on the Pokedex page. It's just the blue one. Well, the southernmost eastern point that it indicates, I know for a fact it's the blue ones there. So it's probably that we both haven't seen the pink one. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go to the one up into the northern eastern area. If you want to go to the southern one. That way we cover more ground.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna meet you at the southern one, and we'll make the sandwich there, and then I'll fly up north.
Okay. Is it on? Do they spawn on the secluded beach, or am I?
Just on the beach. Yeah, they don't spawn in the water.
Okay.
Yep. And first thing that I see here is a blue Shellos. And it's shiny, it's still blue, but the yellow markings, the yellow stripes on it are orange.
So I'm probably going to be doing the exact same thing because I don't think I could tell the differences with my eyes.
Yeah, fuck your eyeballs. Where you go? Are you here? Yeah, you're here. Okay. I flew to the sign. I didn't fly to the Pokemon Center.
Oh, not bad.
But we should probably do ground. Otherwise, we're gonna get a shit ton of other water types. But the downside is that you're gonna also see a crap ton of Sandy Gast, which is a very pretty shiny. It's black.
I do like how it looks, yeah.
Yeah. And ground is ham. Gross. I hate ham so much.
And then I love ham.
I want to make it a sandwich. Alright, you do a pickle and a ham and an herb.
Pickle, ham.
Actually, let me make sure that we don't have to really be careful with the herbs. No, we don't. Alright. What'd you do, sour?
It is spicy again.
Ooh, spicy.
Spicy. I don't know how that has just been consistently the one I had the most of.
And the ham should be pretty okay to stack. It does tend to fall if you stack it weirdly, though.
I got worried that the game would somehow think that I was holding a ham when I wasn't.
That's a lot of ham.
It's a lot of ham. That's the second time the pick just very slowly went to the side. It freaks me out. Like, did I fuck it up?
Did I break the sandwich? Mop, we gotta be careful making the sandwich. Mop immediately throws the sandwich into the wall. Shit! Wrong button!
I still keep thinking back to that one time we were putting tomatoes on, and one started falling off, but it somehow still counted.
It was like completely off the sandwich, like on the plate, and it was just like, yeah, no, this is fine.
I will not argue with you, Mr. Nintendo.
Okay, I need to get up. Oh man, that is not much of a beach.
What, this?
No, the one that I'm going to. You're gonna have.
Oh.
I think you're gonna have the larger area to search. Yeah, you're gonna have the much larger area to search.
So far all I've seen is Polisand.
Still a pretty shiny. I wish it were a bit more viable in VGC because I really do like how tanky it is. I like that it gets good recovery moves, but it's just, it does not do enough damage to be viable. Ah.
Oh, it's a shelter. Okay.
And of course the Sandy Gast, if you see one, is going to be completely noticeable. It's going to be jet black.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to scooch on over to this beach and see if there are any shallows up here. I don't think there are.
I thought you already had a shiny Shellos.
I do. But I found a team that I want to run on Sunday or on Wednesday, and the EVs are just wildly different.
Oh. they spawn on this beach?
Yeah, I just saw one on that beach. Are you just getting nothing but sandy ghast?
Yeah.
Huh.
Let me double...
Oh my god, is Shellos not groundwater? Is it Gastrodon that's just groundwater?
Did we do it again?
We did it again. It's only my god. God damn it. Oh well. Well, I guess this turned into a sandy ghast hunt. Unless there are other ground types. At least we caught it early in the sandwich. Unless there are other ground types we would want to go do.
I don't know. I just realized I feel like this... Like, that there's not very many ground types.
Well, there's the desert
Scarlet
out west of the water town or the water city.
Yeah, I meant like in the game it feels like there's less than in other generations, but that might just be me thinking that.
I also feel like there's a lot of electric types this generation.
Yeah, a lot of electric types with not as much counters? I don't know, it's just weird.
I'm just gonna do a quick ring around the rosy here in the beach that I'm at. And then I'm gonna go to the desert and look for Hippopotas or Hippodon. Which is also going to be difficult because their gender difference makes it really weird to try and hunt.
I keep forgetting that that's another Pokemon that looks vastly different on gender.
And it's not like a structural thing. It's like one is brown, the other one is black.
Huh.
And it's very much one of those Pokemon that's like, I found a shiny. No, it's just a female.
So is that another one where, like, stat-wise you want one gender over the other, or do they just look different?
They just look different.
Okay.
There aren't too many Pokemon where the gender plays a role in like their moveset or their stat distribution. The only ones that I can really think of are Meowstic, Indeedee, I think those are the only ones. Oh, and of course, like Nidoran male and Nidoran female. But those are technically entirely different Pokemon. I am gonna have to, though, auto battle some of these out here in the desert because it's gonna be kind of hard to see the difference. Because the only difference is that the males are kind of slightly green and the females are slightly less brown.
Very slight difference.
I'd also be okay with a Sandile. I don't think I have a shiny Sandile.
I had to laugh. I was watching some Pokemon shorts on YouTube, and this one guy was complaining about the thing we don't like, where shinies that barely look any different from their original.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, most of them are from Gen 4.
Yes.
And I'm like, damn. I wonder why Nintendo went in that direction for shinies during that generation.
Which is so weird to me, too, because that generation was also we're going to give everybody gender differences and everybody an evolution generation. Like, that's when we got, like, the Pikachu with the hardtail and, the... God! Scyther with a slightly bigger abdomen kind of weirdness.
Oh, I didn't know Scyther looked different in the different genders. That's interesting.
Yep, the female has a bigger abdomen.
I feel like Heracross is one of my favorites just because female, it has a heart on its horn.
I do like Heracross. I spent an inordinate amount of time hunting Heracross in Legends Arceus to find a shiny female because I wanted it pink with a heart.
Speaking of which, that actually I don't know if that is speaking of which, but there's another shorts that I was watching about how you can trade with 3 different NPCs in the game. And I did not know that there was one where you would just straight up get a Johto Looper.
Yeah. I did know that it was possible to get a Jotonian Wooper. I just didn't care, so I was just like, eh. Funnily enough, though, the Jotonian Wooper and Quagsire, not allowable in VGC, but Paldean Wooper and Clodsire, allowable.
Okay. I also found out that... So I knew about this, to get Snom early game. Because I ran into it, I got a Flabébé from one of the Terror Raids. So it was like, oh, hey, I have a Flabébé. And then I got a cute little Snowbug. But I didn't know that the third one was like, oh yeah, they'll just straight up trade you a Haunter that will evolve into a Gengar.
Yeah, I think I did that on Violet, but yeah, no, I made you evolve my Haunter.
Thanks. Well, at least it still counted for my... I think it counted for my Pokedex, because obviously I finished it, so I had to get a Gengar from somewhere.
Yeah, you probably got it from there. Ow. I'd also be kind of okay with a Silicobra.
Isn't that another one where you said that the main difference is in the eyes?
Yep. The crest on its head is kind of grayish, but it's really hard to notice. But the eyes normally are yellow-green, whereas the shiny, they're very yellow. So unless you have a hard time with yellows, differentiating yellows, then I'm totally gonna see it.
Hi, Shaw. Just commented in chat, nerd.
Yeah. I can live with that, though.
Does Sandygast also look black? It's not just the evolved form, right?
Right, yeah. Sandygast itself is jet black.
Okay.
It's one of those, if you miss it, I'd be concerned.
That would be very concerning, because even if you were it has such different... What?
If you were totally colorblind, it would be concerning if you missed it.
How does one hunt a shiny? You eat a sandwich and then you run around until you find one.
Science.
It's very riveting. The old sandwich and search.
Just like unhinge your jaw like an anaconda and just swallow the sandwich. I smell sparkles.
Yeah, Nintendo found out that if you just eat sandwiches, more shinies appear. It's like, okay. I'll do it.
Give me them carbs.
Carbs are so fucking good, though. I would live off of carbs only if I was able to.
I made mushroom pasta, roasted asparagus, and marinated artichoke hearts tonight for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And I slow cooked those fucking mushrooms for like 2 hours. And they were very good in the sauce and on the pasta, and it was very, very good. Asparagus was alright. I made that in our new air fryer. And the marinated artichoke hearts, I let them marinate for about 3 or 4 hours, and Chuck tried one and he was like, ew, what the hell? I was like, oh, okay.
Alright, so not making that again.
He also doesn't like vinegar, so. And I marinated them in balsamic vinegar.
I'm probably that weird person who loves vinegar.
Oh, I love vinegar.
I've been using it a lot. So like the water where I live, it's like hard water, so there's a lot of like minerals and whatnot in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it always creates this buildup over time. And vinegar is one of the easiest ways to deal with it. It's also the cheapest because, you know, you just put vinegar on it or let it soak in the vinegar. Yeah. But of course it's just, yes, there's a very strong lingering smell of vinegar.
Delicious.
Because I'm the dummy that put it on everything. It does the job though, it's very good at it. I was actually cleaning my humidifier and there was a lot of like mineral buildup, like to the point where it looked like crystals were forming at one point, and I was like, I need to clean this. So I literally I stuck it in the kitchen sink with a whole crap load of vinegar and hot water. And it worked, but there was a very strong smell of vinegar whenever you went to the main level.
When Chuck and I, for a little while there, were actually like rock hounding and getting rocks and bringing them home, we would clean them up with muriatic acid, which is like 10 times stronger than vinegar. Mm. And Chuck left some rocks to soak for about 15-20 minutes, not realizing he had spilled some of the muriatic acid on the edge of the bowl. So it ran down the edge of the bowl and then settled on the bottom of the bowl and then created like, you know, a seal around the bottom of the bowl on the counter and ate a hole right through the counter.
Oh, holy crap.
It's like, yep, we're not getting our deposit back.
Just, oops. I'll probably try to get stuff like that whenever I finally get into the, like, trying out magnet fishing. Because I've been wanting to do that for a while.
Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of murder weapons.
Well, I don't know if I will in Canada.
Well, probably not in Canada.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you guys have like 3 murders every year and usually they're justified.
There's a part of me that's like, oh, maybe I'll bring my magnet fishing stuff when I whenever next time I go visit Fargo, and then immediately I was like, no, that would be horrible because they're very powerful magnets. I don't think anyone in the airport security would appreciate that.
No. Yeah, that goes through your suitcase and goes through the x-ray machine, and the x-ray machine just sees, like, a void of, like, magnetic fields, and it's just, yeah, that's probably not going to be a good time for that.
Okay, Shaw, 1, why would you get into hardcore WoW? And 2, why would you pick Night Elf for it, especially if you have to restart the area multiple times?
Oh, Night Elves are terrible. Like, that run to Stormwind is torture.
Because Shaw's like, I found a random to play hardcore WoW with, and I killed us twice from jumping. We had to do the Night Elf starting zone 3 times.
My god. And their quests are terrible. Like, the quests that require you to go kill furbolgs, just ungodly hard for, like, a level 4 character.
I think I tried playing a Night Elf just to see what it was like, and I don't think I ever finished the starting area.
I've done it a few times when I really wanted to play on the Alliance. And I hated it. And the purple tree fairies are stupid. And I said it, and I'm not sorry.
I think I've only tried, like, Night Elf, Human, and the Worgen in terms of Alliance, and I did not like any of their starting areas.
No, the Worgen's probably the worst.
Like, I think they look so cool, but just that starting area was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, with the Horde, I'm like, I think I would have to say my personal least favorite is when you pick Undead, but it's not even that I don't like it. It's just, I don't know, like, I actually like a lot of the Horde starting zones. I don't know why the Alliance, I'm just like, why is this such a slog?
The only Horde starting zone that I really dislike, like actively dislike, is the Orc starting zone. That's it.
Isn't it the same as Troll, or?
Sort of. Trolls start out in Senjin Village, which is like the same general area, but the island itself is a lot more interesting. Once you get into Durotar, yeah, that it's totally the same, but...
Okay. Kashaw said in Classic it's the same.
Yeah, in Classic it's the same. So, I guess by that logic it's Troll and Orc that I don't care for.
The Tauren, I just...
I love Mulgore. Don't you say a bad thing about Mulgore.
No, I was gonna say it's my favorite. Like, it feels so comfy being there. Like, it's like I'm home. Like, I don't know how else to describe it.
Everything about it just feels safe and cushy and comfy and good.
Shaw says Tauren is a running simulator.
Says the Night Elf that has to run all the way to Stormwind for 6 hours.
He said I agree.
God, that's a slog and a half.
I'm a druid. I love nature shit. If I'm ever, like, I want to get back into WoW and Blizzard stops being shitheads, I'd probably start with Druid.
It is a very easy class to pick up. Very forgiving class, too.
Yeah, I think the first time I played Druid, I went healer. And I actually really enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, until you get to, like, endgame content, like, you throw all your hots on someone, you're effectively immortal. Go have fun.
Yay! Mage was definitely one that, like, I enjoyed, but when it got to, like doing raids and whatnot, I was like, okay, this is no longer fun.
Yeah, same. I loved leveling my mage as soon as I got to endgame stuff in Shadowlands, and I was still doing my same fire rotation, which was like the max like recommended meta rotation, and I was doing like 2k DPS. I was like, you know what, fuck this.
Shaw says they have an add-on now an add-on now that fully voice acts the entire game with AI. It's pretty dope.
Ooh, huh. I like that.
Considering if this isn't classic, I'm probably okay with it. My only time when I'm iffy with AI for like doing voice work is like voice actors already barely get paid enough. But if it's like an older game where it's extremely unlikely you're going to get the voice actors to come back and do this, then like, yeah, okay. I just don't like the idea of it like taking away jobs for like current and modern games, that's all.
Valid. And for the most part, I would really agree with that too, except on WoW's end, they intentionally went in from the beginning knowing that, you know, that we aren't gonna voice, you know, quest dialogue and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so like in that regard, like you really wouldn't be stealing any jobs then, like.
Right, yeah. Like, but if somebody wanted to do that for like ESO where everything is fully voiced and they just wanted to do it to like, you know, just change the voices, then that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, it's just, in that regard, that feels kind of shitty because it's like, they put so much hard work into it. I think I would be okay with it if they kept it on a very personal level, like they didn't, like, this is just for me personally. Like, I'm not trying to say like, oh, everyone should hop on this train, but yeah.
Like, it would be one thing, too, if, like, Blizzard was like, hey, we're a small indie company, we just don't have the resources to... Oh. Well, I found a shiny silver cobra.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it would be one thing if they just, like, didn't have the resources, but they totally do, and they just don't.
Yeah. Have you played their games? They are a small indie company, says
Jesus. Barely functioning expansions that come out every 2 years.
And like they might finally start being playable at the end of their lifespan, but that's when a new expansion's already out.
Yeah. Like, I didn't hate Shadowlands towards the end, but it was getting stale very quickly.
Oh, I fucking love the beginning of Shadowlands so much, and then it feels like it tanked super hard after the first big chunk of storyline.
Yeah, when Korthia came out, like the first or second real big like update, I stopped playing entirely.
Yeah,
that's when I had to like take like a 2-3 month vacation from it.
It sucks because like I wanted Shadowlands to be good. Like, again, like the beginning part of it, especially when you meet all the other like covenants. That's what they're called, right?
Yeah.
I loved that. Oh, that was so cool. And then they just proceeded to forget about it. It's like, oh, all right, cool.
We're gonna build this lore and then we're gonna shit all over it.
It's like, by the way, you know the mod that we purposely made to look shitty and feels really shitty to play? Yeah, that's gonna be the main fucking thing you're playing through in the rest of the expansion. It's like, oh, great.
Cool.
Lovely.
Yeah, my biggest thing with Korthia specifically was, like, it wasn't even new content. It was just, hey, we created a new hub to pick up, like, 8 more dailies for you to fucking grind. Oh, also, there's, like, 2 different reps and a bunch of world bosses that never drop loot. Have fun.
Joe says, Hardcore Classic is a totally different feel from retail and even really Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah.
It's more about the journey than the end game, which is backwards from the current design.
Yeah.
I could get that.
Yeah, I get that too. Like, people would do hardcore characters on ESO all the time. Because it's so easy to just create a new character and just start rolling with it and delete it later once it dies. But I don't know. I'm not super keen to roll back into WoW anytime soon. I'm not really super keen to roll back into an MMO anytime soon. Like, my ESO friends just got back into the game, and they were like, hey, you should come back. And I was just like, the idea of an MMO right now just makes me want to vomit.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that WoW is the only good MMO, because it's not. But what I loved about World of Warcraft was honestly the Horde. Like, seeing designs that would normally just be relegated to enemy monster, you could actually play as, and I fucking love that. And so when I see Final Fantasy, it's like, I know it's a good MMO because I hear nothing but good things about it, but holy crap, the designs look boring to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a Final Fantasy game. It's a Final Fantasy game first and foremost, and an MMO second.
Yeah. And like, this isn't me hating on Final Fantasy. I feel like WoW kind of spoiled me in terms of like, you could play really interesting characters or species and whatnot. And then Final Fantasy, it's like humanoid. It's like, oh, okay.
Small humanoid with cat ears.
If you ever are interested, hardcore is a lot of fun. Since you can't use the auction house, you have to rely on your friends and play the entire game. Like fishing, cooking, all that jazz is actually required. Okay, that is my last #ad. There's a part of me that is legitimately interested, but there's also a part of me that's like, Mop, you're gonna fucking hate yourself if you go into that. Because there's a part of me that loves challenges, but then I also suck at challenges.
Fair.
Like, I tried getting into Dark Souls. I did not get very far before I quit.
Same. And when Elden Ring came out, I really, really thought about getting it. And then Lee said something to me, and I don't remember what Lee said, but he basically was just like, you know, it's just going to be another Dark Souls game. And I was just like, you know what? I fucking hate Dark Souls. Never mind.
Like, I think the ideas that are in Dark Souls and Elden Ring are all extremely cool.
Yes.
It's just not the game for me.
Same. Like
I will never talk shit about Dark Souls other than on a personal level that I don't care for that kind of gameplay. That's it.
And it's not like, well, Dark Souls, it's pretty. The storyline is actually really interesting from what I see on YouTube. Do I want to experience this for myself and play myself? No.
No, I would probably watch a playthrough if I really wanted to learn about the story.
Same.
Okay, so the sandwich ran out. I mean, we reset 3 times today at level 6.
You got a happy birthday text from my sister on the Japanese side.
What?
My sister on the Japanese side of my family.
Oh, okay.
She said
No,
happy birthday.
Me and Nick's birthday was on the 20th, so 2 days ago. Yeah, missed it, Shaw.
You missed it.
Yeah, Yeah. Wait, if you're still in the Bad Bitches Discord, we literally have a pinned post that has all of our birthdays on it.
I'm pretty sure Shaw's still there. I know AJ cleaned out the server a while ago, so maybe she did kick him just for never coming to hang out.
Who the hell is Shaw?
No, he's there. Yeah, he, Tabby, and Jordan still there.
Okay. Well, thank you, Shaw, for the late happy birthday.
Thanks, Shaw. Alright. What do you say?
Shaw said, I went there and saw a massive furry wiener and I stopped looking at it.
Furry wiener? Where?
Were you looking on the one that directly says not safe for work channel? Because that would explain why you would see one there. Well, thank you, Chuck.
Alright. Do you, Nippu, want to redo Shellos this time correctly? Or do you want to move on to Azumarill and Fido?
If you want to try for Shellos again, this time correctly, I'll do it.
Okay. I am...
Yeah, you're still on the beach, I see you.
Yeah. Oh, there you are. Okay. Water.
Oh.
I don't remember what water is. And I just... Water is cucumber.
Why did I just imagine like a bottle of water in between two slices of bread?
Alright, so this is going to get weird. You do pickle and cucumber and an herb.
Pickle, cucumber, and a herb. Okay.
Yeah. Let me know which herb you do, because it is herb specific.
Cha said, I'll be in and out of being able to chat. I'm about to do some heavy lifting and destroy my mental health, but I'm listening. Why would heavy lifting destroy your mental health? Okay, it was cucumber and...
You
what,
do
sir?
a pickle, cucumber, and an herb. Just let me know what herb you use.
Okay, well, I mean, Shaw, I honestly thought you worked out here or there. But he says he was talking about League of Legends ranked, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh
that will definitely destroy your mental health. So it doesn't matter which herb again?
Don't do sweet.
Anything but sweet, got it.
Anything but sweet.
So spicy again.
Okay.
I used to, but then I got uber fat with my comfy IT job. I feel that. Okay, let's try one of these flower picks.
Okay, this is a water sandwich, so we're gonna get probably a bunch of water shinies.
But it's the Shellos we're looking at.
Yeah.
I will say it makes sense to have cucumber on a water sandwich. I don't really know about pickle though.
Yeah.
Even though it is basically also cucumber.
The two modifiers for these sandwiches is pickle and cucumber, and then the actual like water combo happened to be cucumber. So we got pickle and cucumber, and then 3 cucumbers, and then the herbs.
Look at our salad.
Good old pickle and cucumber salad.
Oh, that timer did not work very well. Okay.
What timer?
I had a timer for that would promote your stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I had one that had the link to your stream, and then I made another one that says, you know, make sure to check his stuff out as he does shiny hoods, plays VGC, and even does shiny giveaways from time to time. I thought they would go in one right after another. No, they got separated in a very long period of time. Oops.
Oh, no.
So now it's just, make sure to check his stuff. Whose stuff?
Me. Also, I just saw that Slowpoke just nope out of there. He's just like, I'm gonna just dig. The Slowpoke is almost impossible to distinguish shiny, so feel free to auto battle that to check.
Save my poor eyes. They're already in terrible condition. I don't need to ruin them anymore.
You got 2 of them. Just use the extra one. Damn it, deerling.
How did you run into a deerling?
It's green. The grass is green. Didn't see it.
I thought you were at the beach, though. Whoa, okay there.
Takes me a minute to get to the beach.
Oh. The same thing happened with my Iron Valley where it didn't attack it. And last time that helped me get the shiny Char Cadet, so I didn't see the sweat mark icon or whatever you call that.
Mm.
So I was like, oh, maybe this time again. No.
I don't think this is going to be really possible for me up at this beach. The beach is too small.
Is it only the 2 beaches?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Oh, do you want to do the beach while I maybe go for a Azumarill or something? Or like a Marill?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
We'll come down to that beach.
And I have to remember where Marill.
Any river in the southern bank of Castleroya. Any river will give you either a Zuril or Marill, and then the southern bank of Castleroya will give you Azumarill families with Marills in the family.
Right, okay. Wait. Where's the river that I was trying to fly to? Oh, I'm going in the wrong direction.
I'm gonna check all these Slowpoke as I can. Oh, wow. I
What?
picked up a gimme ghoul and got 30 coins.
Oh, nice.
Still haven't gotten the 777 coins yet, but I know it's
What do you need
possible.
777 for? Oh, is it like a rare chance to get that?
Yep. Yep. It's like a 1 in 1,000 chance, though.
Damn.
I can almost guarantee you, though, you're gonna find that Meryl or Azumarill. They're
I
just...
don't know. I'm having a hard time finding a good spot where they spawn. I think I went to a bad river. Like, because this is more waterfalls than a river like I was hoping.
Yeah. Can't believe Mop hates Casseroya so much. They won't even go to the shoreline.
Oh, Casseroya, right. Oh, the river right underneath Casseroya?
No, the southern bank. You don't actually have to, like, get in the water, so the lag shouldn't be too awful. It's just the space between the river to the south of it and the lake itself.
Oh, okay.
There's just shit tons of water fairy rabbits.
Is this it, or am I...
Yeah, you're in the right place.
Okay.
Are you not seeing anything?
I'm seeing slowpokes and gold ducks.
Huh. Maybe fairy would be better. I don't think there are too many
Well,
fairy types.
when we were originally going for Shellos, they're not fairies, so...
Yeah. And Shellos is only water, as we have learned.
Oh, okay, there's a family of Meryl. Just at the very end of the river. Or this part, anyway.
Shellos are cute, but I need you to be slightly oranger. There are a bunch of just tiny, small, cute Pokemon that I wish could also be viable in some way. Like, I saw a video on Reddit of a guy that was soloing the Blissey and... Is it Blissey? Yeah, it's Blissey. The Blissey raids that are going on right now with a Riolu.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a very specific amount of HP so that he could survive 2 seismic tosses from Blissey. And then he would use either reversal or... I don't remember specifically the move. But basically it was a move that dealt damage based on the amount of health you did not have. And it would just one-shot the Blissey. with just a Riolu. Like, damn, okay. Angry baby. Actually had a plan for this Saturday, and I made a list of Pokemon we were gonna shiny hunt. Did not take into consideration the murder on my eyeballs.
Yeah, you picked at least 2 Pokemon that are very difficult to spot. And so make me blind. Shiny hunt.
How much time do we have left on our sandwiches? 17 minutes.
I have 18.
Might be working on that Canadian time again.
I really am. I sometimes get very bad at trying to do like the time zone changes in my head. Like sometimes I think, oh, they're an hour ahead, but somehow my brain is like, oh, so that means we're an hour ahead. It's like, no, brain, that's not how that works.
Which province was it that was the one that did not do daylight savings? Was it Saskatchewan or was it Alberta?
If it was Alberta, then where I live just completely got ignored. I think it was Saskatchewan. I know there's a lot of people in Alberta who are like, can we just get rid of it?
Yeah. We were supposed to, as far as I knew. And then our government was like, nah, we hate trans people more.
Damn. All right.
Okay, cool. Shit. But I think it's, for us, it's Arizona and Hawaii that don't do it. And even then, Arizona's not even super consistent because the Hopi or the Navajo reservation does not, but the Hopi reservation does.
Huh.
So there's like this weird like bullseye looking motherfucking thing in Arizona of who is doing daylight savings and who is not. CGP Grey did a video on it like 10 years ago, and he highlighted that, and he's like, if you moved in a straight line through these through this space, you would have to change your clock 8 times. It's like,
oh jeez.
without ever having to leave the state of Arizona. Like, gross. That's stupid.
I know there's a place that a friend of mine used to live at that was in the same province. Wait, no, maybe I don't know if it was in the same province, but it was very close anyway. And they were like the size of a town, basically. And they didn't do daylight savings time. I'm just so confused at this point. Like, who decides anyway when a place should or shouldn't go through daylight savings?
Like, and it makes it even more confusing too when you go international. Like, Australia does daylight savings, but only 2 states out of like their like 6 or 8 states. And Britain, the United Kingdom does daylight savings, except for Scotland. And they all do it at different times, and it's like, okay, so we have a common language, and we do business with each other all the time. So it's like not totally out of the question that somebody's going to be on a business call between, you know, the United States, Australia, and Britain or England, and like having to figure out what the fuck time it is between those 3 countries. Nightmare.
No one knows anymore.
No one knows. No one cares. It's all dumb and stupid. Just throw the whole thing out. Start over. And even like Canada, like Saskatchewan, not doing daylight savings. It's very narrow and very long and very tall. Like, I guess it would make more sense if it were like, you know, a province that, you know, stretched like a good distance east to west. But because it's mostly north to south, like you could drive across Saskatchewan in maybe 3-4 hours? And you'd have to change your clocks just driving west or east. Just weird. I just looked at your stream. I thought you found a shiny Tatsugiri. I was about to cry a little bit.
I don't remember what all the colors for shiny Tatsugiri are other than just white and orange.
White, orange with stripes, and orange with a brown splotch. Nightmarish is what color it is. The color of nightmares.
Just slowly getting my new Charcadet levels without meaning to.
Well, if you're doing auto battles, you're not screwing up the EVs, thankfully. Can't tell what?
No, it's one of those things where I don't trust my eyes with these shinies we're hunting, so I'm like, now I'm skeptical of everything.
Mop finds a bright silvery ivory white Tatsugiri. I don't know, motherfucker.
It feels like you're trying to trick me.
Hold on, I gotta check.
Shaw, did you already get through one game?
That was a fast game.
You just commented saying my asshole hurts. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what Ranked League does to you. I don't know what you were expecting, Shaw.
Yeah, what did you get, like an Annie ADC? That'd be painful. And Shaw's gonna come back like, Annie ADC is actually... Shut up. She's a mid laner and she'll always be a mid laner.
I'm trying to remember if I ever tried Annie in any other position and did well with it.
I hated fighting Annie supports, like, with my whole chest. Absolutely fucking hated Annie support. Because it was like Tarek, but just almost just as bad. Just a point click stun. That was it. That's all she could do, and that's all she fucking needed.
Shaw says Annie sup is almost top win rate.
I'd believe it. She's basically old Tarek with a point-click stun.
I've completely given up on trying to, like, keep up with all the new champions in League.
Oh, I totally have to.
And I'm like, let me guess, they all have a dash, they all have a way to shield themselves and or get health back.
They all have hard CC, and they all have a way to get out of CC, or remove it, or cleanse it.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, so I'm just never playing League again, unless it's just specifically team fight tactics.
I didn't mind TFT.
Because then I don't have to actually worry about doing the fighting. I can let my little bots do the fighting.
I didn't mind TFT.
I kind of miss TFT, honestly. I was sad to hear, like, oh, you still have to download the main League of Legends client to play it, but you can play TFT on your phone.
I don't think I would play it on my phone. My phone would be dead in like 2 hours.
You guys have phones, don't you? I mean, yeah.
Still not gonna play Diablo Immortal.
I'll never forget when that one guy in the audience was like, is this like a late April Fool's joke?
And yeah,
like,
he had to preface it with, serious question.
Yeah, it's like, are you serious, guy?
Like, at that point, you should have just read the room and just said, you know what? Never mind. It was. Psych, gotcha.
And everyone would be like, oh, cool, you really got us there. And Blizzard quietly deleting all of the work they put into it.
Just deleting Diablo Immortal. Just fuck it. That's another game that I absolutely loved and played the shit out of as a kid, and just probably in my top 5 favorite games of all time. And then Blizzard was like, hey, how do we, like, Star Wars style ruin this?
Yeah.
Like, they kind of wrote themselves into a fucking hole with Diablo 2 and making everything pretty final in the story. And then they were just like, just kidding, we're going to do Diablo 3, and, like, literally 99% of the game is going to have absolutely nothing to do with the actual prime evils of the original story. But watch out. I didn't enjoy Diablo 3 at all.
I think we tried playing it together, like, for an hour or so when we found out there was like multiplayer, but
yeah, like gameplay-wise, Diablo 3 was alright. It's a dungeon crawler. I knew what to expect. But story-wise, that game was dog shit. Absolute
it's so
garbage.
weird. It feels like they had. I mean, okay, so completely ignoring the real shitheads that have been at Blizzard for like a very long time. It feels like they had such an interesting and really good design team. You know, the ones that made like Warcraft 3 and Diablo 1 and 2 and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And then that just somehow we got to a point where like they were all replaced by someone else or something. Like it just feels like they're doing the complete opposite.
Well, like StarCraft and Diablo and stuff, like ignoring changes at Blizzard for aside, just ignoring that for a moment. They came out in a generation of gaming where companies would make a game and they're like, oh man, here's a game, I hope it makes money. And now they just, hey, here's a shameless cash grab, hope it's good. Like,
and
the
if
game
not,
itself,
oh well, we'll still get a bunch of money from it.
yeah, like at this point, like I'm 99% sure Blizzard and every other major game company is like, hey, how about we create a game where users press a button and it automatically drafts $10 out of their bank account and just sends it to us.
You say as we're both playing Pokemon.
At least this has something to do.
Very fair. It does feel like Scarlet and Violet was an honest upgrade from their more recent modern Pokemon games.
Glitches and rough start included, I think this is a much better experience than fucking Sword and Shield was. By far. I disliked Galar. I didn't like it at all. Which, coming from me, is kind of a surprise because I absolutely love British culture and history. And, like, story-wise, top tier. Like, probably, I would say better than Gen 5. And it's just, if it weren't such for the performance issues, this would be probably one of Game Freak's best games they've ever made.
Mm-hmm. Like, if they just let it cook a little bit longer for them to iron out the glitches, as many glitches as possible, and stabilize the frame rate,
Yeah.
it would have been really fucking good.
Like, I would have rather this game been late and those issues been ironed out than what we got, but I'm glad that we have what we got. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's like I do definitely enjoy and love this game. I'm not going to try to say like it's perfect and there have been no issues whatsoever. Like, no, it should never have been released in the state that it was released in. Like, I'm not going to argue that. Like, I fully agree that that was bad. But I got a lot more enjoyment out of this game regardless than I was ever expecting.
Same, but I'm also... Game Freak could release a dog turd and slap a Pokemon logo on it, and I'd be like, damn it, I'll buy it.
You press that button to automatically give them money.
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, if Game Freak came out with a game that was literally just a button that drafted $10 from my wallet and gave it to them, I'd be like, you know what? Sold.
Like, fine. I have a minute left on the sandwich.
Same.
I have barely run into any Merrills.
I've seen a lot of Shellos, but No shinies. I haven't seen any shiny whatsoever, and I'm on a friggin' beach with a water sandwich.
Like, you think a shiny would pop up at some point.
At some point.
But then the game was like, oh, you're streaming? Okay, we have to take all your luck away.
Yeah. Streaming luck? No.
Oh, that just reminds me, like, I don't know if you've watched much of it or any of it, but like with Awesome Games Done Quick or Summer Games Done Quick, it's like a marathon of people who speedrun games and to raise money for charity.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been so many instances where people are like, the worst case scenario, which we really definitely don't want to happen, it would happen.
Oh yeah,
like
every time.
There would be so many people who's like, this is the worst luck I've ever gotten, and they would just be like, ah, of course it's marathon luck.
Wasn't that the organization too that totally said, hey, we are no longer going to recognize that one video game featuring the child wizard written by she who must not be named?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did say no, because they really are trying to be very, like, up to date with everything. Like, they even have, like, pronouns for every runner that is on screen.
Good. Okay, my sandwich is up. God. Damn it, Chalice, why do you have to be mono water type?
Because I wanted to give it an evolution that would be cooler, I don't know. Well, now what?
Well, we still got Doxbun to look for. So
We've only really got Char Cadet, and that was me. I don't know if you were wanting it or not.
No, I honestly, I want my own OT on it.
Oh yeah, I meant like if we should go through it again for you is what I meant. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to revisit it. I just didn't want to like end up staying by the windmills for like 500 years.
If we want to do it again, we can. I really don't mind at all.
Okie doke. I'm still checking. Oh, I found one without the sandwich.
Shit.
Of course, the sandwich wears off, and then I find the Shellos. I swear to God, if this thing has something that will kill itself, I'm going to end myself.
I don't recall Shellos knowing anything like that.
Like if it knows Memento or something dumb, I'm gonna scream. Yay, Shellos was caught.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. I went to go look where you were, and you were, like, stuck mid-pose, like, mid-running.
Ow. Not marked, but that's okay. Yay! I'm glad I gave that, like, an extra, like, minute or two of looking without a sandwich. Let's go ahead and head back to the windmill area. And I'm going to take a quick break, and then we can go back looking for some spicy babies.
Where's to the windmill area again?
West Province Area 1.
Okay.
Looking at all the... what the hell are these things called? Not Go-Goat. Skiddo. Alright. I will be RB. Back in a minute. Alrighty. Do we have a map? We sure do. Alrighty. I went outside, had a quick smoke. Don't do drugs, kids.
I literally got Sprigatito when you said that.
Weed cat. So I went outside and I'm planning on making Korean style marinated eggs. I don't remember the correct name for them.
Tree eggs? No, those are Chinese.
But the very improper and rude name for them are mayak eggs, which is not something you want to say to an actual Korean person because that literally translates to like hardcore drug eggs. Like like we might say like, oh man, this candy is like crack, and to say that it's like really good. But I guess the word mayak in Korean has a much heavier connotation to it, like illegal drugs, illicit drugs, kind of like meaning to it.
Illegal eggs.
Yeah. And like and searching for it on YouTube, I would say like 90% of the videos were just like mayak eggs, and I was like, I don't think that's a good thing. Well, we gonna do the picnic?
Yeah, sorry, I saw a TM and I got excited, even though I probably have the TM already.
Then I fell down the mountain. But yeah, I'm gonna make those tomorrow, and they're soft boiled, so I need ice because you need to dunk the eggs into ice water after you cook them to stop the cooking process as fast as possible. And I'm cheap, and I'm like, I could just go buy a bag of ice, I guess, but then I'm gonna have like a crap ton of ice left over. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So I put a giant bowl of water outside with a cover on it, so it would just freeze.
Oh my god. Do you not have a freezer?
Not enough room for a giant bowl of ice.
Oh my gosh. Just a big bowl of water outside.
Just a big old bowl of water. Okay, so fire is red bell pepper. So you do a pickle, a red bell pepper, and whatever herb you want.
Okay, now we'll do a heroic sword pick.
And, oh, I'm running low on spicy. I was going to do a spicy because spicy baby. I'll do a sweet. Wait, does two sweets work? I just want to double check. Does two sweets work for fire? Yeah, it does. Okay, we're good.
Well, I put spicy, so...
Oh, I was looking at my stream. Shut up, Mom. Oh, God.
Oh, no!
Why did that fall off?
I don't know.
That was still on the... You know what? Fuck the sandwich. Meanwhile, that one that is very clearly off the sandwich apparently is still on the sandwich.
Oh, no.
God damn it. That one pepper... Okay, there we go. Now the pepper is off the damn sandwich. God damn it. What did we get? Maybe it might still be salvageable. Let's see. pepper.
Oh? It's still all level 3.
Yeah, but is it sparkling title? Oh, sparkling title and encounter. Okay, cool.
Yep. It all worked.
All right. Well, neato.
They'll just like to give us a mini heart attack in the process. It's fine.
Like, hey, I know these Herba Mysticas are stupid expensive. How about we just waste one? Game, please. I don't want to farm for hours again. Although it's been kind of easy with the Chansey raids lately, so.
Oh, what do they drop?
A crap ton of Terra Shards, and you sometimes do get herbs.
Ooh. But then you have to deal with fucking tanky Terra raids, which are the bane of my existence.
I mean, Blissy's not too bad because it doesn't have crap for physical defense, and it's weak to fighting, so Iron Hands just looks at Blissey and just goes, ha.
Does it know Yawn?
No, it doesn't know
Okay,
it.
good.
I
would not do it if it knew Yawn.
It does know Soft Boiled, so it can heal itself a bit. Which
That's
is annoying.
still a lot easier to deal with than fucking Yawn.
Yeah, missing out on 3 turns every turn.
I hate that they really like just thoroughly increase the odds for everything with them. It's like, oh yeah, you'll be asleep. Oh, maybe I'll wake up instantly. No, it's always 3 turns. Always.
Gotta grab you a Pokemon that has Vital Spirit, or put down Electric Terrain, or Misty Terrain, or something.
Oh, so right, Misty Terrain is like
All status
it's
conditions.
all status, and then Electric Terrain
It
is
just
just
sleep.
mainly sleep.
Yep, just sleep.
Okay. But then it also buffs attacks of that type, right?
Yep, which Misty Terrain already does. So, I mean, for the most part, Misty Terrain is the superior terrain, but I honestly have no idea why. They brought the terrain stuff out all at the same time, and why they were like, hey, we're going to make one objectively better than the other.
Well, because Fairy type was new, and I wanted everyone to get excited over it.
They're also... I would not be shocked if, come, like, 2-3 generations from now, we get a new type that counters fairies. Not saying that fairy type is terribly overpowered, but it's it didn't really make the ice and bug situation any better.
It was good for Dragon, but yeah.
Well, I mean, one of the only reasons why you would ever bring an ice type to a fight is to kill dragons. And Fairy came out and it's just like, oh, ice types. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Which is a shame, because I think a good amount of ice types look really cool.
Yeah. And I get, like, ice being a frail typing, because ice itself is, you know, not super durable. But, Lord, how many times has, like, somebody gone out on a lake and parked their car on it, and that ice is just like, yeah, no problem. In fact, you can put a whole house on this bitch and fish out of it. Like, ice isn't stupid weak.
Ice can be, like, super strong.
Mm-hmm.
So it is surprising that it feels like they only focused on the fragility of it. It's like, well, because isn't it like if you layer ice, like if there's a little bit of air in between, that makes it really strong?
Yep. I don't know. I think they over nerfed ice from the beginning. And Bug too. Like Bug, I understand why it's, you know, kind of a frail typing, but at the same time, its strengths, like it really, really shines where it's strong, like against psychic types and dark types and grass types. But bringing Fairy into the fight and then making Fairy resist Bug was just like not the best idea. And like classically, bugs were believed to be like a type of fairy, like I think it was France back in the day used to believe that ants were fairies that just lost their wings. Or at least that was the folklore of it anyway. Might have been Spain, not sure. But yeah, and making Fairy resist Bug instead of like being neutral, or at what would have been a better outturn with Fairy weak to it. They were like, nah, it's gonna resist. Like, why?
Yeah, it feels unnecessary that they went out of their way to like resist Bug. It's like Bug's already not a super strong type. It's not like they needed to be nerfed more.
Right. Thanks, Game Freak, to shit all over my favorite type.
I still don't understand how I am so unbelievably squeamish around bugs in real life, but then bug types are one of my favorite types.
Because you're weird.
I am.
I just remember our old roommate Jake, who, like most people, played Pokemon as a child, like when Red and Blue were a thing, and basically just played only that and left it there. And he absolutely in love with Butterfree, because Butterfree was a monster in Gen 1. Just solely for the fact that it could learn Sleep Powder and Confusion.
Oh wow.
And Psychic types were just totally broken, and since Butterfree had access to at least a decent Psychic type move, it was good to have. It also reminds me of that YouTube video. I don't know if I've ever showed it to you, Ma, but I think it was... oh man, I don't remember the creator's channel name. But it was taking Butterfree into battle. And the girl just throws out Butterfree and out pops this giant muscly man demon with butterfly wings. And just completely destroys a Rhyhorn. I'll have to send it to you. It's hilarious. I still watch it from time to time when I need a good chuckle. Psychic types in Gen 1 were just so completely overpowered because, for whatever reason, Game Freak was like, let's make over half of the Pokemon in this generation poison type.
Which poison types can definitely be very useful, but yeah.
Tangela. Tangela was the only grass type not weak to Psychic. And grass is not weak to Psychic. It's just every other grass type was also part poison. I'm actively resisting trying to put my face in front of my monitor to see these eyeballs. That one is so tiny.
Itty bitty fire baby.
Itty bitty. Itty bitty baby.
Yes.
When are you coming back to the States so I can make you eat your weird Asian food?
I'll try to come this summer. I think I usually Sunday.
And then I died.
We haven't looked at the prices yet, but we usually try to go during July.
Okay.
You said it was the end of August that you and Chuck were moving, right?
Possibly. I don't think that's going to happen anymore.
Oh, okay. I know I wanted a Mop to join us again, but
Mump.
she will not be able to this year.
Why does she hate us?
And she can't take any more days off, I believe.
She's a lawyer. Sue them.
Works for the government. Sue the government.
I mean, the Queen died. What government?
Oh, I want to say... Okay, there's stuff I want to say, but I can't. Because I'm on stream. But I will say, I thought that there was going to be more of a hassle with Canada switching over from the Queen to the King. Because it's like, Court of Queen's Bench is now Court of King's Bench, and a bunch of other things. And I thought for sure my mom would be busy with it, but no.
I think it's probably happened enough times in the last, 200 years that the government is well prepared.
Just my poor virgin ears. Not even like that. It's like my mom will vent to me, and it's not always stuff she should be sharing, but it's not the sexual nature or anything like that.
Fair and valid.
I have to say, I think I remember saying this to my mom. I find it hilarious how, like, it feels like the Queen just really wanted to spite King Charles, so she's like, you'll take the throne from my dead body, and just proceeded to live a very long time. So it's like, yeah, you got it now, but you're also now really old. Congrats.
Yeah, he's not gonna be king long. And I've seen, like, pictures of his hands. His hands are so horribly swollen. And it's like, there's no way this guy does not have a heart condition.
Yeah. Because the Queen died when she was like 96 or something, right? I don't exactly remember, but like...
Yeah, she was old.
She was old as heck.
Very, very old. I'm actually, to be honest, gonna be very surprised if they even bother putting the king's face on money.
Yeah.
Because what, he's gonna be on there for like, what, 4 years?
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with that, honestly. I never know what makes governments go like, yes, let's put this person on this particular dollar bill or whatever.
Meanwhile, the U.S. has been trying to get Harriet Tubman on a fucking piece of paper forever, and our government's just like, nah, we still hate trans people, though. Like, okay, cool.
I do find it hilarious that, like, so yeah, our dollar bills will have, like, you know, famous people in Canada on it. But the loonie, it's a Canadian goose. That's never gonna change.
I thought the loonie
like,
was a loon.
Or I guess, yeah, it is a loon, it's not a duck. I don't know, I still find it funny. It's like famous people, and then animal.
It kind of also weird because the loon is like, what is it, found in like 2 provinces, like out west. Meanwhile, most of Canada lives in Quebec and the East Coast bit.
The East Coast. Are you thinking like Ontario and Quebec?
Yeah, eastern-ish coast, I guess. Not exactly. Like...
Me on the West Coast. Shit, I guess I don't live in Canada.
Not Canadian enough.
Well, with so many people in Alberta trying desperately to be like the US, it's like, well, I believe it.
Then you have Quebec just doing Quebec things.
Just Quebec things. Why the hell am I yawning? I had a coffee today.
There is a Char Cadet outbreak in your world.
Oh, is it? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's up there.
I'm gonna go check it
That
out.
would probably... Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the whole outbreak method though and like knock out 60 and hope I spawn one. I'm just gonna take a look at the increased number of spawns and see if I get lucky on the first go around or a couple go arounds maybe.
I had a really funny thought of just taking the shiny male combis I have and just naming them I'm sorry and then putting them up on surprise tree.
You should.
Just, I'm sorry.
You're a horrible person and you should do it.
You're like, oh, it's a shut. Oh. Oh.
Well.
On the bright side, it's not hacked.
On the other bright side, this clearly came from a Canadian.
Oh my gosh, just an apologies.
Apologies. Wow, there's like nothing here for this outbreak.
Oh, do I need to be there?
I don't think so, but there's not. I probably got more spawns with just the sandwich. But I didn't check my outbreaks very well. So I think when we disconnect, I'm going to check my outbreaks and see what I got. I've been also trying to like look for kind of smaller-ish YouTubers that do Pokemon content and like see if they have a team or something that they've built or they're just showcasing or something. So I can be like, yeah, I totally got it from this guy and put their information on my channel. But honestly, it's been like the same like 4 or 5 YouTube creators that I'm just like, that pump out like really consistently good information and good teams, and I just keep going back to them to base like my VGC Wednesday and Friday streams off of. And I don't want to seem like a deranged fanboy of theirs. But today I really like, I set aside like 2-3 hours to go through YouTube and really look for smaller VGC channels. And my god, some of them are garbage. Like, I just, that Sun team that I picked up from someone, I don't remember who off the top of my head, it's in my streams, but that just awful Sun team that I picked up, it wasn't that creator that I tagged in that stream, it wasn't their creation. So to be fair to them, it's not their fault. But god, that team was just terrible. Like, if the enemy player let you run circles around them, oh yeah, definitely, you would run circles around them. But the minute they're just like, hey, can you not run circles? That's it. You can't do anything. That whole team falls apart.
Like, it's the kind of team where, like, you need to be going full speed, nonstop from the get-go.
Yep. And I even said at the beginning of the stream, I was like, this is going to be a very feast or famine style of team. And it was all famine. All famine. I was just like, blah.
That rain team you did, though, that you seemed like you were having so much fun with it.
That was such a fun team. Kinda also started thinking about, like, maybe I should put together, like, a sand team, and a psychic terrain team, and a misty terrain team. I don't think anybody sets down misty terrain when they come out, other than Tapu Lele and Galarian Weaving, which we have access to neither.
Okay.
What?
I tried sending out my Pokemon twice against this Charcadet, missed both, and it just ran right at me.
Also, I started Adderall today.
Oh boy.
Could not tell you what it did.
Well, don't they usually put you on like the lowest dose first?
She put me on, my doctor put me on like a middle range dose. Extended release. And she's like, yeah, you'll definitely notice a difference right away. And then, nope.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take it for a few days yet and see if anything improves.
Yeah, there's definitely some medication that it needs to build up in my system, even when people, like doctors have told me, like, it should be instant. Like, my sleeping pills, my doctor kept going like, oh yeah, you can go on and off them whenever. But I find that I get the best results from them if I take them for a few days in a row. I can't just use it out of nowhere and be like, oh wow, what a great sleep.
Yeah. I went to the doctor last week. They put me under and I was like...
Oh, I found another shiny.
Oh, I'm coming. I just gotta look to see where you are.
Okay. It's not aggressing on me. And of course, Iron Valiant's like, I ain't fighting that.
Yeah. I'm not knocking that out. Where are you?
I'm still by that, like, really close to that Poké Center that we first flew to, so we could just fly there and just go down a bit. Yep. So it's the one right in front of me.
Yay! Wow, you can see those eyes from a good distance away. Wow, that one's so big. Alright. I want this in a Premier Ball. And that one didn't catch. I don't think it has anything that it can hurt itself with, but I don't know.
Well, my Charcadet does not have anything that will hurt it.
What level is it?
Well, it's been on my team, so now it's like 23, but I think it was the same.
It should tell you in the summary what level it was when you met it.
It was level 16.
Okay, this one's 14, so if it doesn't have anything that can hurt it, then this one shouldn't. Ah, excuse me. Luxury ball. We'll see if that works. Nope.
It just looks like you and that Charcadet are having like a heart-to-heart.
Put you to sleep. I wish you could see like the battle animations that I'm seeing. That would be interesting. A little more immersive. There is another Charcadet just standing between us, just like, I'm just gonna stand here. Yay. Yay! Oh, he was waiting for the battle to get over to attack me.
He was waiting so patiently to be like, I won't fight you.
Okay, Okay, you want to fight? Oh, he disappeared. Never mind. That's gonna send Gallade after him. You want to fight? Fight me.
Dead.
Instantly dead. Ooh, and it's marked. Uncommon.
Ooh.
Charcadet the
Nice.
Sociable. Ooh, and it's got a 0 in special attack. Neato.
Is that a good thing?
Well, I mean, it's a physical attacker, so... Well, it's gonna be a physical attacker.
Right,
Okay.
right. Because Armourouge is a special attacker, but you were wanting Cerulege.
Yeah. Which really doesn't matter, because I don't think there are any moves that use your special attack as a modifier. Wow, you found that Charcadet at the end of the sandwich again. Alright.
It's fun. I don't know what to tell you. My luck's just weird as hell.
Mop's clearly a witch. Burn them.
Oh, what the? I love grasshopper. Well, nimble. I call it grasshopper.
Alright, so we both got a Charcadet.
Yay.
Oh, what's attacking me?
A Mankey.
Let's go look for... Did you want a blue Shellos?
It does not matter to me.
Okay. We could do fairy sandwiches for... Well, we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna do a fairy sandwich regardless for Fido or Meryl and Azumarill.
Yeah.
So, which one do you want? Well, let's do a fairy sandwich, and then you can go look for Meryl and Azumarill, and I can look for Fido, or vice versa, or whatever. Yeah?
Yeah. I need to find a better spot. Okay, well, you said that they normally spawn a lot in that area I was at by Castleroy Lake.
Mm-hmm. But to be
Okay,
fair,
so
we
it
also
must-
had a water sandwich going, not a fairy sandwich. And I think
Yeah.
that's the only fairy that spawns out there. I know I just took a break, but I'm going to take another quick little break.
I have to be right back, too.
Okay. So we will be RB. Alrighty. I'm back. Is the mop back? No, we don't have a mop. Well, while we wait, what am I gonna do? I guess I could run over to Madali and look for some overcooked doggos. We'll take a look. Not gonna do it with any sandwiches or anything like that. I'm just gonna hopefully reclaim some of that luck that I had with Shellos. And just see what we can get. Oh, I saw that Eevee and I was like, what is that? I've never seen that before. It's just an Eevee. That would also be kind of a fun hunt too, but also kind of terrible since there's so many normal types around here. You almost have to wait for an outbreak for those. Huh, I wonder if Doxbun and Fido are only on like the other side of Madali? Maybe? I don't know. I don't ever really come down to this side of Madali. Usually I'm on the other side when, like, if I sign out of my game or something, or it's gonna advance to the next day, just in the off chance that I get a Eevee outbreak. Because the way I understand it is that the outbreak, like how the game assigns outbreaks, isn't necessarily random. It's very loosely also based on where you're currently at in the world. So you can sometimes influence what the outbreak is going to be by just being in a different place when the day shifts from one to another. I don't know. That could have changed in any of these patches. And they've been, with the patches, they've been really good about publishing patch notes and letting people know like what they're doing specifically with the patches. But it's still Game Freak. I still think that they make changes and don't tell us exactly everything. I'm almost certain of it. Oh. We ran over a tiny mushroom. And I know it's useless, but a shiny Komala would also be kind of cool. It doesn't. It itself doesn't change, but the log that it holds, the ends of the log turn like bright pink. And then I sneezed to death. the Persians too. I feel like the color change too from with Meowth and Persian isn't super noticeable, so I always have to look at their ears just to make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a sandwich. That's totally a ditto. There's just not enough. Not too many spawns without a sandwich.
And back.
Sometimes I can still hear their voice. Alright. I am near Medali. Northeastern side of Medali.
You went on your own adventure?
Yeah, I just started looking around without a sandwich, just to take a passing look. I only saw like one family spawn of Doxbun and Fido and a Ditto Doxbun.
Sorry about that.
It's okay, you're fired.
Alright.
I was on my break, I was scrolling on Reddit. Just to scroll and see what's going on. And somebody put, I can't remember what subreddit it was, but somebody posted that people are uncontrollably shitting themselves with the new Starbucks olive oil drink. And the comments in that thread were just like, I come from a culture that drinks copious amounts of alcohol and uses a crap ton of olive oil, and never in my life would I ever thought of putting the two together.
It just sounds like a horrible idea, and also doesn't make me feel much better because I had Starbucks earlier, and now I'm not having the best time. Yeah, even though I didn't get the fucking olive oil drink. I snuck it in there without me knowing.
I'm not a coffee person. I never have been. I don't think I ever will be. Which is weird because I generally like bitter things. But to me, coffee is just, that's all it is just bitter. There's like no nuance to the flavor. Like people are like, oh, it tastes roasted and nutty and hazelnutty and and I'm like, no, the only thing that's here is bitter.
Yeah, the only kind of coffee I like is when I can add a lot of cream and sugar.
Right, and at that point you might as well just get raw caffeine and brown dye and just throw it in milk and sugar. Alright, let's do a fairy sandwich. And fairy is specific. We can't use too sweet and we can't use too sour. And fairy is 3 tomato. God, that's gonna be a shitty sandwich. Fucking tomatoes. So you do a pickle, a tomato, and anything but a sweet and sour.
Okay, pickle, tomato, and anything but sweet or sour. Got it.
Make it a sandwich.
I already forgot one of the tomato and what?
Pickle, tomato, and one herb that is not sweet or sour.
Spicy it is again.
Spicy.
Welcome back, Shaw.
I'm gonna do a bitter. Alright. This is gonna be an awful sandwich with all the tomato.
Just don't think about it too much.
Yeah, at least it's not cherry tomatoes.
Holy crap, these are gigantic slices of tomatoes. Can I just keep piling it on?
I will say this. They are textured very nicely. My stack is very unstable.
Mine doesn't look great either. Holy crap, I feel it looks like mine's gonna fall over just from the force of like just being gently blown on like oh.
We did it! What?
It's still all on my sandwich.
Okay. Did you see my stream and my sandwich just exploded for no reason?
No, I did not.
My sandwich just went bleh, and everything went flying.
I can open up your stream on the top right corner.
That was
Oh yeah!
just
I see
bleh.
one of the stacks just bleh.
Okay.
Oh, I have to...
I'm gonna be mad if we get different results on this sandwich.
it looks like it all happened.
Sparkling
all went
title
right.
encounter. Okay, good. I don't have to write a letter to the manager. Excuse me, sir. My sandwich exploded.
Shaw, if you're looking for Nick's stream, he's streaming over on YouTube. I have Streamlabs every now and then linking to his stream. So if you didn't leave the chat, you should be able to scroll up and see it.
Yeah. You can also get to my stream just by going to YouTube and searching Aquila. Oh, there's a Sylveon out here. I didn't think Sylveon could spawn out here. I thought it was only by Alfrenata.
Hang on, let me... Oh, I don't think I can.
Can you put it in chat
Here.
on Twitch?
I will pin it.
I also wouldn't hate a shiny Dedenne.
It is cuter than I was expecting.
I don't want one, but I wouldn't mind it.
I am here. I mean, yes, you are, Shaw. Alright, we're looking for Fido or Dox.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it in German?
Did you want to look for Bread Doggo, or did you want to go look for Water Rabbit?
It really doesn't matter to me. You were wanting to like one look for one and the other one looks for the other, right?
Yeah. Just cover more ground that way.
You're already here, so I'll go back to that Casa Royal Lake area and look for Meryl.
Okay.
Do you want one that, for yourself? Like with Char Cadet?
Well, you get one. If you find a second, I'll come get the second.
Okay.
Same with Fido and Doxman. If I find a second, you can come get one.
Shaw. No, it says Nick's looking awful submissive and breedable.
Excuse me, I am not a bottom.
He says, I can't open his chat because I don't have a YouTube account.
How do you not have a YouTube account? Are you an old man? Christ.
Isn't Shaw younger than...
The Shaw's basically a fetus, but Jesus.
Shaw could have fooled me. It looks like a bottom from here.
Wow. Wow. I didn't come here to be dragged by a heterosexual in my stream come into my house.
No, Jess is getting after Shaw, like, and you called me a boomer.
I still remember back in the day when you could have a separate YouTube and Google account. And then Google was like, hey, by the way, we bought YouTube. Now you have to have the same. And then they were like, we're also going to put your first and last name all over your YouTube account and comment section. And everyone was like, please don't. I've said racist things. I'm like, well, maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, like, this will teach you a lesson. And at the same time, I wish I could just hide it. I don't know, it's like, you wouldn't have to look very far to find out what my full name is online. Because I have a portfolio and everything, so like I am trying to be like professional in some areas. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to spread it publicly.
Yeah. Yeah, I was not super enthused when they made that change. Although, when they did make the change and you had to merge the accounts, they automatically made it so that your old YouTube account basically became a branded account. And they, by default, made you use your like, primary Google account with, like, your first and last name.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have both. Hey bro, can I please battle you? Unfortunately, I'm not doing battles tonight.
Oh, did Shaw log in and get on?
I don't know if that's Shaw. I don't think it is.
Shaw said, nah, that's not me.
Yeah, his screen name would have been like PK Thunder or something. Something weird.
Shaw also said, tell him to get fucked.
Meet me out in the wildy noob.
Is he just like a really bored person who's like, would someone please just fight me?
I don't know. Sorry, dude.
I don't even know how to fucking read that properly. What the fuck are you saying?
Oh my god, is it some sort of like weird RuneScape lingo?
I don't fucking know. It's like, damn, Scrape, bring your rune skimmy.
Oh my god.
Boomer mip. I don't, the fuck. Okay, the boomer one I got finally after I read it, but what the fuck is that first message?
Let me pull up your stream on Twitch real quick. Damn, Scrape, bring your rune skimmy.
That sounds like a RuneScape thing.
I don't even have a rune skimmy. I'll bring runes and cloth armor.
It is 100% a RuneScape thing. Okay.
You know, I put on this fairy sandwich, getting nothing but Dedenne. I've seen like maybe like 5 Darkspawn and Fido.
Well, you said you wouldn't mind a shiny Dedenne, so the game heard you, and I was like, okay.
Yes. What I get.
RuneScape, the top MMO of 2023. I have been weirdly tempted lately just to go back into it just to see, like... I remember when I first played it, I think I was in grade 6. And I was not paying attention to the story at all, and there was just one point where I needed wood, so I just typed in chat, hey, can anyone help me get wood? And of course
You
there
fool.
was some douche. Yeah, of course there's some douchebag who was like, I can help you. But I was super innocent. I'm like, did not understand at all. So I was just like, oh, great. And I'm like waiting for him to trade me, and is like, oh.
Oh, you were
never
serious.
mind. Yeah. Sure, I'm tempted to play a lot of games. That doesn't mean that I should be playing them.
The biggest thing that I really just couldn't get over with RuneScape specifically was that you had to have a membership to access like 75% of the game.
Yeah, I think that's mainly what killed my interest in it when I tried playing it when I was younger. So it's like, I don't want to have to ask my parents and try to convince them to spend money on this game that I just found so I can maybe explore a little bit more.
Same. I did try playing it though, like, maybe a year or two ago. And yeah, it was kind of the same thing. I was just like, I don't want to have to pay for it just to, you know, play 75% of it.
Do you still need a subscription to play it these days, or was that just back then? Well, okay, I guess I'm not playing RuneScape then. I don't want to fucking spend money.
Yeah, that was also a kind of a reason, too, that I stepped away from WoW just before Dragonflight came out. It was like, I don't want to pay for this anymore, and Dragonflight honestly does not sound interesting in any way. And from what I hear on the interwebs is nobody is pleased with Dragonflight.
I don't really know what to think of it myself. What are they pleased with, Shaw? And yes, I know it's gonna be a fucking meme joke.
Classic is still going strong though. I haven't heard anybody really complain about Classic.
You know what, they are pleased with Hardcore Classic. Okay, Shaw, if I kind of want to make a deal with you where, like, if you do something, I'll play Hardcore Classic with you, but I don't know what I would even... I can't think of anything.
Shaw does all of your farming for you. Goes out into the Badlands and mines all the ore just for you.
Okay, question, Shaw, because I don't remember if this was on the rules. Does Hardcore WoW involve PvP? Because if it does, I ain't doing it.
This is Shaw.
Okay.
Shaw doesn't not play on a PvP server.
Well, he just said it does not involve PvP, so...
What?
There you go.
Shaw not playing a PvP server?
Because, like, Shaw, I love you, but when we first got into Classic and you convinced us all to join a PvP server, that was not fun for me.
My little priest ass constantly just getting flayed open by a fucking purple tree fairy, and I'm just like, God damn it!
Yeah, I am a noob, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm
Hold
not
on.
a hardcore WoW nerd like you, Shaw.
Let me cast Smite 50 times and hopefully do, like, maybe 10% of your health.
Gosh, I forgot Shaw had a fucking dab emote.
God.
Okay, no, you know what? I will play hardcore WoW on one. You cannot make me play Night Elf. I'm sorry. That's just not ever going to happen. I think I would be down to play anything else except Night Elves. I don't like them. I think they're stupid and cringy. Gnomes, I feel like I would enjoy playing just because I'm that kind of person that likes to be a little mischievous little shit.
But they're so ugly.
They are.
God, they're so ugly. Like, even in, like, Final Fantasy 14, it's just, the Lalafell are so ugly. And just, why were they included? They're hideous.
If I had to pick a race from the Alliance that does genuinely intrigue me from Classic, the dwarves. I always like dwarves. Like, that's like the one archetype that's humanoid that I'm like, yeah, I like dwarves. Dwarves are cool.
Well, I mean, it fits. You are like 4'2".
4'2", and then you meet my mom, and she's like even smaller.
Well, your mom's like 4'3".
So, somehow taller than me, but also smaller than me. Then.
Just depends on the temperature of the room.
If you're interested in playing, we can play whatever. I can always move to your starting area too.
I'm gonna play a human just to fuck with you, and now you have to run to Stormwind.
Just make you run to Stormwind.
On the condition that mage portals are cheating.
I think they... Wait, no, I know you cannot trade mage food or water in hardcore.
You can't?
No, you can't.
Oh, I'm out. Absolutely out.
Unless you are grouped.
With a mage.
So if, like, for example, if one of us played mage and we were grouped up, we could do that. Okay. Because I remember reading that on the rules, and I was like, damn, no mage food at all?
None for you. Man,
Sir,
I am not
I'm
finding
full.
shit for dogs.
I'm just imagining, like, everyone's dying around you and you're the mage and you're just munching on your conjured food.
Like, hey, you guys want this mana biscuit?
Oh, what's that? You're not allowed? Oh, that's too bad. Oh, no.
Nom, 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 nom.
You know, I'd realize that, like, mages would just never go hungry or thirsty. Because they could always conjure up their own food and drink. But they could also completely break the economy if they decided to just summon up a bunch of food.
If I remember correctly, too, in the lore, mage food also technically isn't real, and it disappears after a while. So yeah, it's gonna fill your belly, but in like 6 hours, it's gonna leave your body.
So, like, normal food.
Well, I mean, leave your body and like, you ain't gonna get anything from it.
So it's like the calories just disappeared. It's like, oh.
Good diet plan.
I mean, yeah, I guess it would be a pretty good time. It would be the literal definition of empty calorie. I feel like part of me is like, if I do hardcore, I would want to be the healer, but also I'm like, oh no, healer on hardcore sounds like just how to kill Mop with stress.
After playing healer on classic, don't do it. Don't do it.
I remember playing Overwatch 2 again not that long ago, and I was playing Mercy. I don't know why, I just felt like, you know, like, okay, Mercy's the easiest for me to pick back up in Overwatch. Because it's just heal beam. And I still went in a full-on panic mode that I did when I was playing it on a normal, regular basis. It's like, that never went away.
Just killed them up.
On the bright side, I was complimented twice on my Mercy play despite me literally freaking out on the other side of the screen.
That sudden burst of healing terror.
Ooh, hello, shiny Azumarill.
Ooh, you got a golden baby.
What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I was saying gold baby.
Shaw said, I played League today and got called slurs. Like, that's why I don't play League anymore.
I mean, yeah. I'd be more surprised if you played League and didn't get called a slur.
There's actually a moment in Overwatch where it's like, your Mercy is a god, like, referring to me, and I was like, holy crap. What happened to the community in Overwatch? Where did all the toxic people go?
I will still never forget the very excited French child that I had in one Symmetra game that I played.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Ah, Symmetra! Just like, yes.
I made that French child happy.
Thank you, small French child. Truly, it was nothing. They just danger noodled all over the enemy team.
Shaw, oh no, the add-on posts when people die and their hardcore journey ends. A 59 warrior died and his 59 druid friend had to fall on his sword. Damn! That would, like, kill all motivation I would have to play WoW after that.
Level
yeah, I quit.
59. Gross.
Because it's classic, so the max is 60, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh.
You know what? I'm better at 59 than 10 minutes into being 60.
I don't know, because even then, as soon as I got 60, I'd be like, that's it. You know, I can say, I got to level 60, and no one can take that away from me.
I got to level 60, here's my trophy, I'm done.
Whereas, like, for me, I would probably get royally pissed off if I got to 59, so close to level 60, and I died. Because then I couldn't even say I got to level 60. It'd be like, I got unbelievably close to level 60 before the game fucked me.
And all it takes is just one too many zombies in the plague lands, and that's it, you're done.
That was the worst part that's motivating me to even consider going back to WoW. Going back to fishing.
Well, I mean, there was that one time that you came night fin fishing with me, like, once, and that was it, and you made, like, what, 1,000 gold off the like 2 stacks of fucking night fin that you got?
Sure, I don't know if you were I don't know if you saw the Discord, but, like, before I quit playing Shadowlands, I actually went out of my way to get all the fishing achievements just to get the stupid fucking salty title.
Yep.
That was my last achievement in WoW before I gave it a long break.
How did you get into Ironforge?
What?
How did you get into Ironforge?
I don't even remember. I was a hunter, and I somehow found a way to sneak in. I think there were a couple times I died, but I was able to use my ghost to, like, further, like, advance myself. And then eventually in the pond, I went to the very back where none of the NPCs saw me. And I just sat there. And it was really funny because there were Alliance players who would just stare at me. They never attacked me, but they were just like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, they knew exactly what you were doing.
There was even one that just kept doing, like, the no animation. Like, no. It's like, you are not getting that achievement. Or whatever. And I was just like, I'm fucking getting this today.
God. The Horde, back in my day, we were such dicks to the Alliance that anytime we found one of their blue gold looking ass in Orgrimmar, we would just murder them. Didn't matter what they were doing, just kill on sight.
See, I feel like I would be more into PvP when I'm in a class that I feel comfortable with. Like, I finally, like, when I got into Hunter and Shadowlands, and I actually got into the PvP, because I felt comfortable enough with Hunter, and I actually did really well, and I was like, what the fuck? This is fun. I think with Classic, it was like, I was nowhere near comfortable enough with my class, so it was like, I am an idiot baby who doesn't know what they're doing, so I'm just dying all the time.
I liked Priest in Classic, but I probably wouldn't do it again.
Oof, yeah, I really gotta fix the messages I made Streamlabs post. They're coming in out of order. So it's just, make sure to check his stuff, like, again. Ooh.
I wish I could put text through Streamlabs just as easily as you've done it there, but I'm sure I can. I just haven't played with it yet.
Yeah, sure. I'm not afraid of the grind of Classic. The main thing that stopped me from playing more of Classic was realizing that I was warrior and I was tank, and I needed to do dungeons for better gear, but I didn't know any of the dungeons properly enough to, like, lead parties into it. God. And that was the main thing that killed my motivation, because it's like, I cannot lead a group of people.
Trying to get,
like,
trying to get groups for, like, fucking Sunken Temple in Classic was just a goddamn nightmare. I could run that place top and bottom backwards in my sleep, and it's just like, please, someone come to the Sunken Temple run. I can lead you. I will fucking babysit you. I will hold your goddamn hand. Just come do this Sunken Temple. And people are just like, I don't know my way. Like, doesn't matter. I'm the map. Take me.
just like, stick me in the front of the group and I will lead the way. That's all you need to do. Shaw said, see, now we only do each dungeon once. Okay, you know what? That...
Better hope you get good drops from that one run.
Yeah. But... I feel like with how annoying it is to get parties in Classic, it would be like I'll do it once for the quest, but it's like I don't have the energy to keep trying to go through that again with, like, just for gear. It makes crafted gear actually worth a fuck.
I mean, that's true, but crafted gear isn't worth a fuck when you really break it down.
Hardcore
well,
rules
some of them
only
are.
lets you do the dungeons.
Warbear woolies are actually really good pants for bear tanks. which was my other classic character. I made a bear tank. I did okay. I just had a lot of trouble in, like, late game dungeons. I didn't really have a problem leveling up, though. I would always make healers go though, because my giant fucking health pool, they were like, I have to heal you to full, and it's like, no, you don't. Just heal me to like to 50 or like 75, and then I'm good.
Yeah, like what? It's like only heal me when you see a good chunk missing. Then you can do it.
Yeah.
But I am also on the group where I'm like, I need to get you back to 100%. And it's like, I don't need to.
Yeah, and I get
like
that
this?
same healing habit too. As a healer, when if I see somebody that's injured, I'm just like, I have to top you off. Because seeing that blank green space on my bars is just like, I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of it.
I feel like if I agree to do hardcore with Shaw, Jess is gonna get mad at me.
Jess wouldn't get mad at you. She'd just be disappointed, like me.
And I'm like, can I handle that? I don't know. I'm like, I can't let anyone down, but at the same time, I also am like, I want to play this really shitty game for whatever reason. I don't know why. At the same time, Jess has shamed me for me being all about the edgy aesthetic, and I've just learned to accept it, so... Oh, that is one character I realize I miss so much in League, is playing Jin.
He was a good character.
He was so cool, and I remember doing the coolest shit with him, like stealing the enemy buff at the beginning of the game with his
long
skill
range
shot.
Zap.
Yeah. Zap. That was so satisfying. And because it also just screwed the enemy team over because the jungler couldn't do anything, and it's like I have so much power. Jess, I shame all my friends. Nobody is safe. Yeah.
That's true. I too have been shamed by Jess. Many times.
Yeah, I think when Jess saw like my favorite characters was like that one Varus skin. I think it was like a championship kind of skin, but it was like very like dark and red and edgy. And then Jin's cyberpunk skin. It was like, I know who you are, Mom. I know what you're into.
The Riot Art team knew exactly what they were doing. They were just like, we need this bitch's money from Canada.
Like, just get like the edgiest motherfucker in there and you got it. Like, damn it. Shaw, have you been shaped by Jess? You might be entitled to financial compensation. And Jess, of course, I say all of this with love. Were you wanting to stream tomorrow, Nick?
Thinking about it, but I'm actually also thinking about just not streaming on Sundays anymore.
Jess, I shame you all with love, so I understand.
It's okay. Every time Jess shames me personally, a spider will do stuff.
I thought you cut out, so I just heard, so a spider.
I tried to think of something and I couldn't. Alright.
Just A spider.
A spider. I'm out of sandwich.
Same.
Alright. Well, we've only got about 12 minutes left that I want to be online. So,
we could do terror raids or something. I don't know. Or just outbreak stuff. I don't know.
So a spider.
What class are you interested in playing in Classic? Warrior I enjoy when I'm not stuck in tank position. Hunter I've really grown to enjoy. I would also be down to play Priest or Druid Healer. I think the only class I haven't played in Classic or in WoW at all is Paladin.
Paladin's fun. Not in Classic, but in general.
Oh, Paladin, and I only barely touched Warlock. I wanted to try more of Warlock, but then my interest in WoW faded very quickly, so it just... My Night Elf... Or not Night Elf, my Blood Elf never left the starting area.
I'm still mad about the fact that Night Elves can be mages. I'm mad. I'm mad about it. Like,
Isn't
it's
the whole
fine.
lore thing that they were against mages or some shit?
Like, that was the whole fucking point of the goddamn story of WoW, is that the Night Elves were like, hey, arcane magic is bad, don't do it.
Proceeds to start doing it themselves.
Proceeds to start fucking doing it. And Tyrande, who was literally there during the whole fucking thing, is just like, yeah, that's fine.
You know what, Nick? I really wish when you were telling me the story for Warcraft, like, how it all happened.
The gay
I wish
version.
I was... Yeah, when I wish that I was recording that, because I'm like, that would have been a hilarious video to edit. Like, or draw pictures too, like, just hearing you describe everything that way, I was like, I love it. I wish I was recording that.
How the space cows got to Azeroth.
Because they were bad drivers.
They were bad drivers. Velen was just like, hey, this Sargeras shit's not gonna work out, so we're just gonna head out. Meanwhile, he never passed his fucking driving test, and he was just like, fuck it, Azeroth, let's do it. I'm gonna ditch the car.
I find it so funny how it's like, if you just look at WoW without knowing anything beforehand, it's like, okay, it's very fantasy. And then you look at the backstory of it, it's like, so aliens?
It's very sci-fi. Oh, Mop, stop.
Oh,
Oh, your delay, I think. Oh, no. There was
what happened?
I just saw a shiny Gumi on your stream.
I didn't even see a Gumi.
Oh, can I rewind your stream?
I don't think you can unless I stop streaming. I didn't see a Gumi anywhere.
I absolutely saw a shiny Gumi on your stream.
Aw, fuck.
Yeah, you ran right past it.
Ah, damn it.
How do I clip?
There should be an icon on like the bottom right of the thing, and that's like a
Settings, clip. Okay. So.
It finally happened to me. And unless I stop streaming. I didn't see a Gumi anywhere.
Let me go
You know,
back.
it's like, if you just look at WoW without knowing anything before.
And Yasha, I know that
it's very
Blood Elves
fantasy,
weren't a
and then
thing
you
in
look at the
Classic,
backstory.
and that Shaman and Paladin were...
Yep, that was absolutely a shiny Gumi.
Oh, fuck me.
Let me get a screenshot of it and I'll send it to you.
Oh, no. I swear I wasn't even looking. Oh, it's like, damn it. I guess with me starting to do shiny hunts with you, it was going to happen sooner or later.
I mean, honestly, I'm the only nerd that probably would have noticed it.
no, yeah, you don't have to worry about that, Shaw. I know, I've played enough of Classic, at least from what I remember, that I know what big stuff was and wasn't there. Like, I prefer Blood Elves over Night Elves, but I know they weren't in Classic. Story-wise, they were, but not playable.
Actually, story-wise, I don't think they had become the Blood Elves yet. I think they were still High Elves at that point.
Oh, really?
No.
Right. They were...
No, Kael'thas was already in outlined by the timeline of WoW. Because it was in Warcraft 3 that the Blood Elves became a thing. So yeah, there were Blood Elves.
Yeah, because I thought... Like, I knew it... Yeah. I forgot about that High Elves were a thing.
Yeah. To be honest, though, like, the story has kind of gotten off the rails so much now. There's fucking Void Elves. There are the Nightborn, which the Nightborn are actually really cool, but the Void Elves just made my eyes, like, roll back into my fucking skull and just, like, I hate this. This is so fucking stupid.
Oh, fuck me. I did run past it. I didn't even, like, my brain didn't even register that there was a family of Goomy there. What the fuck?
Yup.
I'm like, I even went back and I'm like, are they still there? No.
No. Yeah, the delay on your stream didn't let me stop you fast enough.
It must have just finished raining or something. I don't know. I'm like looking for them and I'm like, I don't even see any Goomies.
Yeah, they were right by that tree.
Fuck.
Mom, no! Oh well. Okay, although, Mom, I do want to, get that Charcadet. Actually, I've got, well, 3 Pokemon that I want to get over to Violet. Charcadet, Shellos, and an Oranguru that I found earlier this week.
Yeah, just say when and I'll do the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was asking if you wanted to stream tomorrow or if you had plans on it because it's my grandpa's birthday tomorrow and so we were going to have dinner with him. So I was going to say, like, I'll probably be busy tomorrow evening.
Wow, I can't believe you like your own grandfather more than me.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
To be
Color
fair,
me betrayed.
He gave me money for my birthday.
Oh, I ain't gonna give you shit.
Yeah. I feel bad. I don't remember the last time I've gotten anyone a birthday gift, and I'm like, I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible friend.
I mean, to be
Meanwhile, Jess and Kyle are both gifting me games on Steam, and I'm like, I don't deserve them.
To be fair, I also didn't get you shit for your birthday.
We're just that good of friends that we just don't do it. No, I feel like, I should at least do cards or something, and I get too lazy.
Yeah. Alright. Well, it is about that time to end the stream for the night. I am gonna think about tomorrow streaming. If I post a thumbnail and a stream warning, then I'll probably stream, but I don't know. I haven't made my mind up yet. But after the stream up, I do want to do those trades. But for now, we are going to end the stream. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining my stream and or Nick's stream. And just thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Bye.